Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So we're starting off with Bitcoin Gold today, and you'll see why in a minute. Bitcoin Gold has formed a potential double bottom, needs to get a close above 161. This is going against the rotation zone on the 4 hour, so it is slightly lower probability, but at least your stop reduction or profit taking levels are still inside the rotation zone. So now, this is also invalid if it comes back and loops back down and makes a third bottom, and these targets only work if it's a close above 161. So it's not really helpful to generally front run this pattern, especially against the rotation zone. If it does close above 161, we'll be watching for 165.48, 167, and then the lower probability target, because it's outside the rotation zone, comes in at 169.98, so essentially 170, nicely into a clear path move. You notice how it held at this major cluster area, so that, and it couldn't dip down. It's finding some support and some buyers coming in here, so we're going to see if this double bottom does trigger. It's still a potential double bottom because it has not even moved above 170, let alone closed above 170. Let's check in on the daily chart. So you can see that all three of those targets would take it still shy of the rotation zone on the daily. So this could easily run up, hit those targets, and then rotate back down, even run up slightly higher than that to the declining 8, and then rotate back down, and we'd still be in a bearish price pattern, even though that shorter term double did trigger. Switching over to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has not formed a double bottom, holding just above this major cluster area. It needs to dip back down first to around 1450, somewhere around there, to confirm a potential double bottom pattern, and then it would have to close above 1525. I'm putting the levels on here because if this does dip down and then moves back up, I want to get the targets out for everybody. So we, on a close then above 1525, be looking at 1577, 1603, then 1629 forms a nice cluster with a return to the 62.5% GAN level, which comes in at 1630. Again, lower probability for the time being because it is going against the 4 hour rotation zone. So let's check in on the daily of that and see how that falls. Now, all those targets now we see here. Let's see if I can expand this more. Come on. There we go. All right. It's not letting me expand it the other way, though. So we'll have to deal with this. Right now, the first and second target are outside the declining rotation zone. The third target, it was within it. So again, this is pretty low probability even in the daily, because this could run up and even just hit the stop reduction target and then turn when the 8 hits it. So this is an aggressive trade, and it's not even officially a double bottom, just pointing it out there for everybody, so you have those targets in case we do rally and it does set up a proper double bottom. Now, we also have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's, look at these beautiful GAN targets. So 97.97 came down to a low right here of 97.76. You know, it paused at the first one, rallied up, came down to the second one. These are why you really pay attention to these 12 and 25% increments. They've been proven in a lot of markets over and over again. So that held nicely. Now we do have a potential, this is a very sloppy double bottom because of this spike down, but it has these sloppy double bottoms of Bitcoin have been trading pretty well, so I'm putting it out there. It would need a close above 10,414, okay, and then it's against rotation zone, lower probability. First target is even outside the 4 hour rotation zone, which makes it even lower probability, but you know, these things, when they do bottom and rally, we do tend to get some nice rallies out of it. First target would be 10,732. Next major thing would be that breakdown zone I talked about in yesterday's videos, lining up with the second target, 10,892. And then the final target coming in at just the end of the clear path and just above the 50-period exponential moving average comes in at 11,051. Probably I'd end up targeting, if this did trigger soon, I'd end up targeting the 50 though. as the final target. Let's go over to the daily. See how that falls. It's really important to keep all these things in mind on your multiple time frames so you can see how this fits in. So if this does trigger, keep in mind that the declining 8 also coming in right above that second target right now. So that's going to be significant resistance at that second target if this does trigger. And the third target is in the rotation zone. And again, pretty much lines up with a breakdown level on the daily basis. So that's going to be, if it does rally up there, that's going to be some major resistance. Again, downside targets based off those lows we've pushed down to. Now we have, if we do rotate back down, we have a really nice cluster down at this 92.31 to 91.73 area. So that should be some very key support if we rotate back down. So what we have for you on the Bitcoin series for this evening. We will talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.